Tonight at Anfield isn't just another fixture on the calendar. It feels like a crossroads. Arsenal arrive with names missing from the spine of their team. Bukayo Saka and Kai Havertz are out. Leandro Trossard is likely sidelined, and Martin Odegaard's shoulder issue adds another layer of uncertainty. Is for a manager who prizes clarity of structure and a precise attacking template, Mikel Arteta now confronts a choice that forces creativity under pressure. Stick to what has worked and risk diluting the system. Or invent something on the fly and hand the keys to fresh faces who have barely been tested together. That is the story tonight, a test of trust between manager and newcomers, and a moment that could, for better or worse, alter Arsenal's identity for the season ahead. The club invested this summer to widen its attacking options. Names like Victor Gyökeres, Noni Madueke and Iber Ez arrived with clear expectations to change games, to unlock stubborn defences and to inject unpredictability. None of them have yet been given what they call the proper baptism of fire, a hostile stadium, a historic rivalry and the relentless pressure of Anfield. Thrusting them into this environment is a calculated risk. On one hand, fresh legs and unfamiliar movement can destabilise a Liverpool side prepared to study Arsenal's usual patterns. A new front line, working from different angles, could create the overloads and moments of chaos that old systems sometimes struggle to manufacture. On the other hand, cohesion matters. Timing, understanding of pressing triggers, defensive transitions, and how the midfield compensates are subtle connections that often only emerge after repetitions on the training ground. At Anfield, those small mistakes are amplified. Arteta's challenge is tactical and psychological. How to mask missing creators and still produce chances, how to protect a backline that may face more turnover in possession, and how to tell three players who are still learning each other that tonight they must perform almost without a safety net. The manager's track record suggests he won't shy from boldness. He's carved identities out of uncertainty before. Yet this is different. It's not a single tactical tweak, but the forging of a new attacking chemistry mid-season. For the newcomers, it's the chance to seize narrative-defining moments. For Gyökeres, it's a test of whether his movement and finishing translate under intense scrutiny. For Madueke, an opportunity to show pace and directness can unsettle a full-back pairing. For Ez and Vision were purchased to unlock tight games. This could be the platform to silence critics and justify the summer outlay. The immediate consequences are obvious. 3 points, a draw, or a loss will change the mood at the Emirates and the conversation around squad depth. But the longer-term implications are perhaps even more compelling. If Arteta's gamble pays off, Arsenal could discover a flexible blueprint that makes them less dependent on a small set of players, a new blend of attackers that keeps opponents guessing. If it fails, it exposes the thinness of options and raises questions about recruitment and rotation, forcing the club to reconsider short-term fixes or panic buys. Either way, tonight is revealing. Beyond tactics and transfers, it's a portrait of management under strain. How a coach balances bravery with risk, how he signals trust in new signings, and how he communicates belief to a fan base hungry for success. Whoever stands in the front line at kickoff will carry more than a shirt number. They will carry a narrative that could define Arteta's season. So watch closely, not just for goals, but for the texture of the play, the passes that do or don't arrive on time, the spaces created by unfamiliar runs, and the way the team responds when mistakes happen. In football, sometimes a single night reshapes a story for months to come. Tonight at Anfield may be one of those nights for Arsenal. The gamble is on, and the outcome will tell us whether a fresh front line becomes the spark of a new era or a costly experiment that reveals how far the squad still has to travel.